Alright, hello everyone, my name is Denizen and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. We are playing the Mare Nostrum expansion as Genoa. In the last episode, we participated in a war against Milan. And the result is that we now have Parma. Very nice, I think. And we also released Tyrol as a separate state. We gave back Südtirol to Austria. And we actually allied Austria. Was that the last episode? Yes, it was, right? Yeah, I think so. It's been a while since I recorded, so we'll have to get back into the game for a bit. That's how it usually goes, right? Right, in the meantime, we are also looking towards expanding right over here, perhaps. Circassia might be nice. I think they have rivaled us, yes. Ooh, that's a fancy flag. Gazikumuk. Very good. Yeah, so that might be a good option. Or we could try and expand in Europe a bit more. In particular, I'm looking towards Venice. Venice is still in a war with Austria, apparently. That's interesting. Yeah, so some decision to make, I suppose. Let's see, what are the rebels doing here? The Crimeans aren't coming in just yet, so that's good. Parliament separatist. I don't know, we have just finished the core, so I'm not quite sure if they will be coming in. I doubt it, actually. Really doubt it. The other interesting targets here, of course, we've got Lucca. That might form a prime target for us. They're allied with Florence, though. Apparently we don't have any diplomats? No, that's right. Right, we are working towards a spy network in Circassia. Okay, that's good to know. I actually started that. Right, what I wanted to do is actually finally get this admin tag, because I've been holding that up for quite a long time. We didn't get a time bonus, so let's just do it right now. Can now build church. Very good, and that's something else I want to try and see if we can do some buildings here. We've got a marketplace already up and running in Genoa itself, the Genoa province. We don't have it yet in... what's it called? Can't tell. Albenga. And Parma and Corsica can also do with a trade increase, trade power increase. However, we would probably be better off currently with a church. Although we don't have enough money. So we'll have to wait anyway. That's good to know. Good to know. Sale of titles. My lord, one of our advisors has suggested selling off titles to nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. Blah, blah, blah. Gold is the sign of nobility. Nobility cannot be bought. 1 stability, that's actually pretty good. 1 stability for 32 ducats. I think that is a fair trade. Especially as that means that we can spend our Republican tradition a bit more. For example, in re-electing the same governor. So I think that might be a good idea. Let's see how our finances are anyway. Plus 1.20. Not super good. So that's a bit of a shame. Right, we're also looking towards Crimea. They are allied with Nogai and Karakoyunlu. But I believe that one of those guys are actually in a war. It's something I noticed. There they are. In a war with the Timurists. Yeah, that's pretty hefty. And how about Nogai? I don't know where that is, Nogai. Well, that's one of my cats. Just awake. Might have to put in a cut in a bit. I don't know where Nogai is. Have we actually discovered them? I don't think so. And I'm back again. Right. Let's see where we were. I'm actually now starting to think that Circassia might be a better target because they don't have any allies. The Crimeans, I can't be really sure what kind of stuff this will bring us into with those two alliances. And Poland wouldn't jump in last time. We might actually have to check that again. And in fact, we can stop that guy in Milan. There you go. A lot of trade embargoes going on all at the same time. Declare war. Okay, so actually only Karakoyunlu would jump in. Let's take a look at what kind of armies they have. 21k, yeah, so that's not gonna work currently because only the Crimeans on their own would pose quite a difficult problem for us. So perhaps Circassia would be a better target. Just to give ourselves a bit more land here and get ourselves sort of vested in this area. I've been thinking about this. Would it be possible to connect up these two territories that we have, the European territories and the Crimean territories? That's asking a lot. We probably have to cut through the Ottoman Empire as well at some point, and Hungary, that's gonna be too difficult probably. So it's always gonna be, I guess that's the difficult aspect of Genoa, having these two territories that are not connected in any way, and Schio in between them as well, just laying there doing nothing of any interest to us. I don't know. What I also wanted to check is whether we could get a no. Better ratio of time is actually pretty nice. Although we now have diplomatic reputation. I want to see if there's a religious dude that we might use, because we are working towards converting Mantrega, and after that there's still quite a lot of stuff to do. We will get some increase because of our mission, but an extra % wouldn't go amiss, so perhaps we'll have to keep an eye on that. For now, let's keep time running, finally. Let's take a look at what's gonna happen here in Europe. Let's see, has Austria only allied now with us? Georgia wanted to create another claim. Georgia are actually a vassal of those Kara Koyunlus. That's pretty problematic, I think. Crimean separatists, I think, are now not going to spawn anymore. And probably the Parman separatists won't spawn either, I'm thinking. Okay, we've got a bark going here. And another one there. So let's get those guys to work. And let's merge them up first. Just for easy sake. Protect trade. Into Genoan trade node, please. There we go. And they will, I think, merge up with the other trade fleet once they meet them. They should, right? I'm not sure. Are you guys just sitting here, not doing anything? Yeah, I think that's the case. We'll get you aboard the ships. Election. I think we'll keep this dude now. We have stability +2, so it's no problem if we've got a lower Republican tradition. And 89 is high enough that we can spare another 10. And this dude is only in office for 1 term just yet, so I think that's gonna be fine. We got some military power, apparently. So now he's a 5-2-2. We've got 11. I think we would need to remove the focus. Nah, but we can't just yet, because that's gonna take another 20 years or so. Okay, so we are going to be focused on intact. That's fine for coring purposes and actually teching up. But it does mean that our military tech will be a bit behind. Actually, what we'll do is I think we'll kick this dude and get a military dude instead. For defense, fine. Because at least that sort of balances this out a bit. But still not super. Not great. Okay, that's good. This is a bit of a shame though, our money. Istria accepted peace. Cologne will cede Oldenburg to Utrecht, that's fine. Austria. Okay, here we go. Austria will cede Lienz, Görz and Südtirol to Venice. Oh dear. Austria will be forced to give Venice 10% of their income as well. So Venice has just gotten a lot more powerful. Interestingly enough, they are only allied to us, but they are so powerful. It's gonna be so difficult. I really wanna... Well, of course we have to break the alliance first. I really wanna focus on getting Venice sort of in line. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Aggressive expansion towards us is at 16. That's not too bad from the country that is probably highest. So it's gonna take about 8 years for us to burn that off completely. That's not a lot. How many troops does Circassia have? I'm just trying to find our next sort of focus that we might want to aim ourselves towards. They've got 4k troops. Maximum of 8 force limits, so Circassia should not form a problem for us. I'm not sure how powerful these provinces are, not really, it seems. But at least it gives us a bit more of a foothold here. I think it's quite important that the Crimeans can't just take over all our stuff in one war, in one fell swoop. Which I don't think is gonna happen, because Poland will probably jump in and defend us. Although they aren't looking great, to be honest. Okay, so Circassia it is. We are working towards the spy network there, but I think we might want to move our troops right over there. Yes, with the auto transportation system. I like it, the auto transportation system, but sometimes it's just not working properly. I think this time it's gonna be fine. Yeah. At least the first bit of the stack is. I also actually remembered that we aren't really doing anything with the Holy See. I'm not quite sure what good it will do to us. I have no idea. If you have any ideas for me, then feel free to leave them down below. I'm just not very well versed in that whole system. I'm not sure if we should focus on it anyway as Genoa. Not sure. I'm not gonna play a some sort of Holy Roman Emperor or a papacy game anyway, so not sure what good it will do us. Okay, our army maintenance is a bit low, but we will raise it. We have an agent from Circassia. Actually, I think our agent was discovered. Is that true? Ooh, independence guaranteed by Crimea. What does that mean? Does that mean that if we attack them, Crimea will jump in? Yes. Now that is a problem. Although it also gives us the opportunity to attack the Crimeans. But this is not what I wanted to do here. Poland will still not jump in. They don't want land, of course. And they are still in debt. War exhaustion as well. Okay, so actually, we might have just lost 300 troops here for nothing. But I'm not sure if we should focus on Europe right now, just because of the aggressive expansion that we still have from the previous war. Okay, how are the rebels coming on? They are still trying to revolt. It's gonna be fine, I think. It's such a shame, though, that they have just guaranteed them. I'm just too late, basically. Because I can't defeat the Crimeans, I think, in a straight-up war. And the Circassians have some stuff as well coming in. Austria entered a military alliance with Savoy. That's actually pretty good. Because Savoy is allied with France as well. And we are allied with France, so that's nice. Savoy is sort of an indirect ally for us. We aren't really allied with them, but our allies are allied with them, if that makes sense. East accepted demand for unlawful territory. That's very good. Alright, Austria is now allied with Bosnia, Trier, Würzburg, and Savoy. Okay, discovered an agent. Have we already started transporting the rest of our troops? Yes, we have. I'm really thinking we should focus on Europe for now. So that was a bit of a waste. Let's first make a plan here. Let's see if we can attack someone. We've got Florence still allied with Provence and Lucca. Lucca is only allied to Florence though. And Florence isn't powerful at all. Enemies of Savoy. That's good. I think Lucca might be a good target. Interesting. Florence does like us, but they aren't allied to us in any way. Let's start building a spy network here, at least. And I think we'll start moving back with our troops. A bit of a waste, but we couldn't have known that this was gonna happen, I think. Is that our ship? Yes, it is. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, that is a shame. Where is our... This is our trade fleet. Okay. In that case, don't move back. Actually, continue protecting trade for us. And actually, this fleet has merged up, as expected. That's very good. Yeah, such a waste of manpower as well. We are losing men across the sea for nothing, basically. Such a shame. But oh well, that's just how it goes sometimes. I'm still not sure if we could have attacked them, but this thingy is annoying. And we really need to have Poland on their feet again as quickly as possible. They're not at peace, so hopefully this will give them some time to recuperate. Lithuania is a lot more powerful, but they're okay. They do have liberty desire, about 40%. That's pretty hefty. You guys come here. You are the transports, right? Yes, you are. So we will move you back. And this is just gonna probably happen, as I said before. This is what's happening when you have two separate territories. You have to have ships to ferry your troops around, and sometimes those transportations won't be very useful at all, unfortunately. Okay, we are now building a spy network. Let's lower our army maintenance more, just to save some money at least, and then we'll raise it again once we are in a position to attack Lucha. I say that, by the way, Lucha has 7k troops, which is pretty impressive on its own, for us at least. And Florence, how's Florence doing? 11. So combined they have a troop amount of 18k. And that's actually not bad at all. And we won't be able to defeat that. Provence won't be a good target anymore because they are now allied with Portugal. Okay. Alright, alright. How about Siena? Allied with Hungary. Well, that's not a good target either in that case. Ferrara. Allied with Switzerland and Savoy. I'm not sure if Savoy would jump in against us. Probably, because it's a defensive war for Ferrara. Ferrara would be a very good target though, because we would have access to the Gulf of Venice. Naxos received a gift from Venice. Venice, though, is going to be a very difficult target for us to deal with. Nogai will cede some stuff to Kazan. So Nogai is not a good ally anymore for Crimeans, probably. Not a powerful one, at least. Okay, you guys get on the ships here. And we'll move you back. We've got the Byzantine dudes coming in 15 years. Yeah, that's not a problem. Very good. Let's see. I think our next term will probably be a new Republican leader. Just because of the tradition that we now have. Although stability cost isn't really a problem because we're at +2, so yeah. We might sort of wing it and go with another term for our current leader, but I'm not sure if that's the right decision there. Okay. Let's wait for our troops to come back in. We are now... We can actually create a claim on Lucha. I think we will. We will get that dude home. We'll take him 1 day. And fabricate a claim on Lucha itself. There we go. So we now have a claim. They won't like us for it. Let's see what happens if we send... we might declare... okay, so we will have to kick them from the trade league first. Okay, that's fair enough. But the problem is that we now can't see who would jump in. But I'm pretty sure Florence would jump in. They're at military attack 5 as well. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. We will probably have to wait for another war to happen in Europe. At least we've got our troops back home again. Back from the futile travel trip. Byzantium received a gift from Venice. Well, Byzantium is probably not going to exist anymore in a bit. Venice, though. Oh, dear. They have a mission, conquer Cyprus. But they have their independence guaranteed by the Mamluks. Yeah, so probably Venice is not going to attack those guys. Could be wrong. Pirates smell booty. Pirate and privateer rates are steadily increased in accordance with our profitability. Steps need to be taken to halt this escalation of seaborne robbery. Procure additional escorts, lose 50 ducats. That's gonna be a bit of a big hit for us. Start construction of 2 bark for 0% of the cost and 50% of the time. That's actually very good, right? Otherwise, invest in an effort to hunt the dogs down. Lose ducats, 50% chance of the event. Pirates for everyone. No, I'm gonna go with this. 2 barks for free, basically. In Skio. That's very good. Unfortunately, we will have to take out a loan now. Of 56, but we will be quickly able to repay that. Sweden declared war upon Denmark. Independence already. Allied with Muscovy. And Denmark is allied with Pomerania. Well, and of course Norway. But I thought Austria was allied with those guys. Apparently it's already gone. It was already gone. Maybe I misread it in the first place. That's a real possibility as well. Okay, we can now get Diplotech level 5. Which will give us trade efficiency and trade range. So that is very important. I think we'll probably just stick it. 580 though. Increase over time. Corruption. Corruption is being lowered, right? Corruption changes by minus 0.15 each year. So it will take some time, but at least we are lowering it. Jeez. I think we'll take this. Just because of the trade efficiency. Which I think is very important for us. We will probably just get our army maintenance down completely. Because we haven't suffered any losses. Agent was discovered in Kirkasia. Actually, should have stopped that there. Because we aren't going to attack them anyway. I guess we'll wait. Could get some claims going on. Mantua is still allied with Savoy. Okay. Mantua would actually be a good target though. Oh, Austria would jump in. Because of no casus belli? Just because they are the emperor. I don't know. Have they been warred, perhaps? I don't know. Probably missing something obvious here. It's probably just because of the HRE, right? Venice. Look at their troops. 23k going there. Very impressive. The Papal State, Hungary and Siena. Just trying to find a good target. It's difficult. Can we repay the loan already? Not yet. Gonna take 10 more ducats actually. I like that we are working on admin tech though. I think it's really important for us. Especially as we can get started with an ID group then. Our military tech is going up slowly. But that's fine. In the beginning stages it's alright. A lot of new monarchs here. It's a bit of a shame though, all these galleys and transports that we have. We can at least mothball them. Mothball. Just save some money. Actually making a good amount of money right now. I think we can start rooting out corruption even more. For 1/4 of a point each year. So that will bring us, I think in 8 years, no, actually in about 5 years we should be able to have rooted it out completely. That's very interesting. Has to declare war upon Cologne. A lot of stuff happening there. Very interesting. Tyrol is actually a gold province? Huh. Who would have thought? And we can now repay the loan. Which we will do immediately. Just to make sure that it isn't renewed at some point. Right. I think we'll speed it up for a bit. I want to see what happens in Europe. If there's anything we can do. Our diplomats are actually doing nothing. Let's at least start building a trade network here. A spy network, I mean. A trade network. And in Florence as well. Just so that we are ready to make claims whenever it's necessary. How long until the truce ends with Milan? 68, so that's 7 more years. That's, of course, gonna be our prime target here. Allied with Bosnia. That's not a big problem, I think. It could become a problem, though. How much troops do they have? 7k, force limit of 9, so that's actually doable. And how about Milan currently? Milan itself? 7k, force limit of 14, that's actually pretty impressive. And a lot higher than ours. Actually the same as ours, but together. Okay, so Byzantium is gone, officially. And this is probably just gonna be a big problem for us. We do have to keep in mind that we can't drop below -50 prestige. Because then we can't be the leader in our trade league anymore. And of course that's pretty important for us. We are still building those ships though here, the barks. You started your trade mission already. Really like that event. I'm not quite sure what would have happened if we got that other event, the Pirates for everyone. That's fine. I think Kirkassia is fine. Milan doesn't have an army currently. I think we should go with Milan. And no, we can't embargo them just yet. Because our diplomats are busy. We'll give it one more tick so that we have a bit more leeway here. And then we'll get the embargo going. There we go. Oh, we have a truce. Okay, well that makes sense. So in that case we will probably go back to Florence and increase our spy network there. Is this going down at some point? Doesn't say really. Cossacks Expansion, very good. Lower to Cossacks Expansion there. Let's at least continue it. And then Lucia might become a good target for us at some point. And Milan, of course, as well, but that's still... Oh, they are guaranteeing the independence of Mantua now. I don't know. No diplomats currently. We could check and see what we would be able to get from here. Of course, Austria. I keep forgetting Austria's still in there. Although it's close, it's only 3 points difference. But look at all the other dudes. Of course they are in a trade league. That's a problem. We could kick Lucia from our trade league, but I'm not sure if we would be able to attack them straight away. And by that time, perhaps Venice have already gobbled them up in their trade league. And then that will give them the defensive bonuses from all their allies in the trade league. So it's difficult. It's like a web of alliances and stuff going on that makes it so that we can't really attack anyone. Currently, at least. I think we just have to wait for a war to happen. Let's continue our spy network in Florence. And probably in Provence at some point. Although, as I said, they are now allied with Florence and Portugal. Which is just massive difficulty for us. Aragon is still in a personal union under Castile. So that's not going to work out either. Yeah, as I said, difficult times. Well, we are not in any difficulties. The problem just is that we can't really do anything to expand right now. Perhaps we should focus on the Crimeans after all. Still allied to Karakoyunlu. But I think Poland is doing better, so perhaps they would jump in. Right, I think we'll put in a cut now. Yeah, so difficult. It's difficult, but I think at least we're doing fine. We just have to be patient and hope that there's gonna be some kind of development in Europe, as was the case with Austria and their war against Venice, and that gave us the opportunity to jump in. So let's hope that another one of those opportunities will come along quickly rather than late. So that gives us something to aim for and to expand upon. Right, we'll see. Thank you guys for watching this episode in any case. I hope you liked it. Hope you will watch the next one as well, of course. I hope to see you there. Thank you. Bye-bye.